Just wanted to make a quick video in regards to a subject I've kind of looked at the last couple of weeks, and that's around pricing. I've looked at Facebook recommendations, and thank you to everyone that recommends me on Facebook. But I see a lot of recommendations or Facebook posts asking for cheap photographers. I hate the word cheap, and the reason why I hate the word cheap is because when you look at cheap, we've all done it. We've all been out there. We've bought products that break, fade, never last as long as we want. We learn, and then we go and buy a little bit more of an expensive one because we've learned. My biggest concern when it comes to cheap in regards to, for instance, photography is I look at weddings and I look at newborns. If you go cheap and you get it wrong, there's no do-overs. You can't go and repeat that wedding day. You'll never get that 2 weeks of newborn back. The second one that I keep hearing is expensive. And I always put that into two contexts really. Expensive for me is that someone offers a great service, they've got a lot of experience, there's a lot of expertise, the product and the tools that they bring are top notch, and ultimately their feedback shines. They've been there for a long time and they're at that point in their career where they can actually ultimately ask for the kind of money they're asking for. Then there's the word expensive when it actually comes down to pricing and what you've got in regards to your expectations. Everyone, I would love to have an never-ending pot of money, and we all would. But when you look at it, we haven't, and there's always an expectation around what you want to spend. And just because someone is actually offering a service that's outside that range doesn't make them expensive. Then you've got to look at, if it's not expensive, it's not cheap, then what is it? For me, then it's ultimately a budget. Thinking more about budget in the sense, if you've got an expectation of what you want to spend, there's a service, there's a product that you want out there, and you kind of think, okay, that's the expectation I'm going to in regards to price. And we've all got an idea of where we want to go from a budget point of view. Just because it's outside your budget doesn't mean it's expensive. And cheap is never always the best option. For me, with any service that you get out there, and this isn't just for me from a photography point of view, this is for any service or any other photographer out there, you need to look at quality of work. You need to ask the question about what am I going to get for my money? What service am I going to get? It isn't just a price label. And that's the one thing that does concern me out there, not just photography for general, where the price is very good, but it doesn't necessarily match the skills or the quality of work that you're going to get. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. I really am interested to hear what your thoughts are in regards to this subject matter. So please feel free to give me a shout or just make a comment on this post. I am really interested in hearing everyone's views really on this. This is obviously subjective to my view, but I'm really interested in really what everyone else thinks out there. Thank you very much.